Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chrissy and I am the owner of Sugar and Spice Glitter Co. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how I created this cup right here using neon glitter washi tape. This is the neon tape that I use for today's tutorial. So I actually found these tapes when I was strolling the other day in Michael's. I went to go pick up something, and so while I was browsing, I came across these glitter neon washi tapes and they caught my eye. They happened to be the last set available, so I took them. As makers and as designers, we usually have an idea in our head about what we'd like our cups to look like. You know, sometimes you envision a design and then when you actually put it on the cup or you start making the cup, you realize, maybe that doesn't look good after all. And so in this tutorial, that actually happened to me, and I'm going to be talking you through the steps that I took to change a design and an idea that I did not like into something that I absolutely love. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look and how I created this tumbler, then keep on watching. First thing we're gonna do is spray paint our cup. I've already sanded and washed the cup, so now I'm going to go in with this bare matte spray paint and we're gonna give it a really good coat of white all over the entire base of the cup. Once the spray paint is fully dry, we're gonna go ahead and start splitting up our cup. Now I'm using this light grip painter's tape, and I'm going to measure the center of the cup so that I know where the exact middle of my cup is. And for this 20-ounce skinny, the middle of my cup measures at 1.5 inches. So I'm going to place my tape in the center of the cup, and I'm going to measure again to make sure that my cup is exactly at 1.5 inches, so that I know my cup is split equally in half. Once I have the exact measurements, I'm going to flatten down my tape, and I'm using painter's tape, but you can use any type of paint that you want. I'm going to go ahead and split it all the way down at the bottom of the cup as well. I'm also going to measure to make sure that it is split at exactly 1.5 inches, and then we're going to move on to the next step. To you guys in the introduction of this video that when I originally thought of this cup and this tutorial, I had a plan of what I wanted this cup to look like. And so I am taping off the half of this cup, and we're going to take it outside and spray paint it. But the colors that we're going to be spray painting this cup, I'm going to be changing what it looks like later on. So I'm taking the cup outside, and my original thought was that I wanted the opposite side of the neon stripes to be an ombre. So I decided to go in with a hot pink spray paint and a very bright yellow spray paint. I ended up going in with the hot pink first at the top and then doing the yellow at the bottom so that in the middle it kind of creates like an orange effect. So I go in with this really, really nice hot pink over the white so that it's nice and vibrant. And then again, like I mentioned, with the hot yellow. Keep in mind that later on in this tutorial, I actually changed my idea for this cup. So if I were to start this tutorial over, I would only be spray painting this side of the cup one color because I end up doing a one color glitter. But I'm going to show you guys how to fix this. So now that that spray paint is fully dry, I'm going to peel up the tape and we're gonna apply a new set of tape on top of where that spray paint is. So you want to make sure that your spray paint at this point is super dry, because you never want to apply your tape over a spray paint that isn't fully dry, because when you remove that tape, it's going to peel up your spray paint. So you do want to make sure that you let that spray paint fully dry before going back in and masking off that side of your cup. I'm masking off this side of my cup and applying the tape to my shirt to kind of get rid of that extra stickiness, because we're going to move on to the next step, which is applying our neon washi tape. So as you can see, I'm just applying the tape there. And this is the neon washi tape that I purchased from Michael's. This is Recollections brand. I'm removing the clear plastic coating that's on the rolls of washi tape. And I'm going to put it on the cup with the pattern pink, yellow, and green. So I'm going to start at the top of my cup with the pink, then I'm going to go in with the yellow and then the green. So I'm using a 20-ounce skinny straight tumbler, which makes it really easy when you're doing a design like this. So we're going to be doing a split design. I'm using washi tape. There's a whole lot going on to this cup. So making sure that you're using a cup that doesn't have a taper or any type of curve is going to work a lot better for you if you're going to be trying to duplicate this technique. Now, as you can see, I'm applying the pink washi tape first. And I know it's really hard to see from this angle, but I am leaving a little bit of lip at the top part of my rim. You don't want to bring the tape all the way up to the top part of your rim, because when you're adding on your resin, you want to make sure that you're sealing it all the way in, and you're leaving it open to the possibility of there being a break in your seal later on down the line if you don't have a little bit of lip, so that when you apply your resin, it really seals that in. It's kind of like the same concept of when you're doing a fabric cup. So make sure that you're leaving just a little rim open so that when you apply your resin, it will seal that tape in. Once I've applied the pink, I'm going to go in with the yellow, and then we're going to follow that with the green. And we're basically going to be repeating the same exact pattern. So right now I'm showing you guys in real time how I'm applying the tape. But once I'm done applying the green, we're going to speed this up and jump all the way through, so that we can jump on in to the next step after applying the washi. So now we're really speeding through the video, and again we're going to just be repeating that same pattern, pink, yellow, and green. And this washi tape is really easy to work with, and you can use any color washi tape, any pattern washi tape. I do want to mention that this glitter washi tape, while it's really pretty, it does shed a little bit. So you want to keep that into consideration when you're applying the glitter, to not get any of that loose glitter behind your washi tape, because it will prevent the adhesive from working well. So try and clear your cup so that there isn't any of that residue or that drop off from the glitter on your cup when you're laying down your strips of washi tape. So now we're down to the last strip of washi tape, and that's that yellow washi tape that we're going in with. Once you're done applying all your strips of washi tape, you're going to press it down really well. Make sure there aren't any air bubbles under there. It's adhered to the cup really well. And now we're going to go ahead and move on and trim our pieces of washi tape. So I'm going to be taking a sharp craft knife, And right now I'm kind of using the tape that's on the cup to trim those top pieces. And I decided I think it might be easier to just put a ruler against my cup so that I can trim it easily, and it'll help me keep my lines straight. So that's what I'm doing. As you can see, it's pretty easy to remove those pieces of washi tape, and then I'm going to remove the tape altogether and reveal that really crisp straight line. Now that we're pretty much done with the washi side of the cup, here we go with this technique that I ended up not liking, but I'm showing you guys anyway. So the original idea I had was I was gonna do a tack it method to the ombre side of the cup, and I'm using Dream. And right now it looks okay, and I'm like, okay, it's looking good. Let's go ahead, let's apply our Dream. We're gonna do tack it method, it's gonna look good. And I apply the Dream, and I don't like how the pink actually looks orange. So I tap off my excess and I'm looking at it and I don't really like it. So I let that fully dry, and I decided that, you know what, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna change that, we're gonna do the whole opposite side of the cup pink. So I took some Art Deco neon paint and I mixed it in with my favorite Mod Podge, which is dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and I mixed that all together. And we're gonna be using Barbie's Dream House. So I'm gonna be using that mixture, and we're gonna paint right over that glitter. Make sure that your paint, your glitter is fully dry before doing this step, because you don't want your glitter to be moving all around creating clumps. So use a soft paintbrush for this, and this is pretty much my save it method. Yeah. Whenever I go in with a glitter color that I don't necessarily like or I want to change, I color some Mod Podge, I cover that glitter, and I go in with a totally different color. So that's basically what I'm doing. Decided I didn't like the Dream over that color ombre for whatever reason. I just didn't like it. And so this is the technique that I did to kind of save it without having to start all over. And I hope that seeing this helps someone out there. Because if you ever make a mistake or you ever come up to something that you don't like, there's usually always a way to fix it. So once I laid down that Mod Podge and paint mixture, I sprinkled Barbie's Dream House all over that base, and now I'm in love. And I just love how it looks. I think it contrasts the stripes really, really pretty. And we're gonna go ahead and seal that all in once it's completely dry. You wanna seal your stripes, you wanna seal your glitter with clear Krylon clear sealant first. You're gonna let that fully dry, and then we're gonna go in with our resin. So here you can see I'm applying my first coat of resin, which is Counterculture DIY Fast Set. We're gonna blast that resin with our torch just to pop any bubbles, and we're gonna let that cure. Once that's fully cured, we're gonna come back in and we're gonna add some spots and we're gonna add some opal, and it's gonna look great. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, then you may have recognized this SVG of leopard spots that I'm applying on this cup. This is actually the leftover spots from my previous tutorial. So I'm using this same cutout from Bare Trends on Etsy, and I'm applying those spots onto this solid side of the cup. Once I'm done applying the spots, I'm gonna go in with some opal strips. We're gonna divide our neon stripes and our leopard side, and then we're gonna seal that in with another layer. our strips of opal, and we're gonna carefully trim those ends with a sharp crafting knife. Just be careful with this part and make sure to leave a little bit of rim at the top and bottom so that, again, when you apply your resin, it seals that all in, doesn't lift up. We're going to apply another vinyl strip to the other side of the cup. We're also going to trim that up as well. If you need to seal in your vinyl, then you can use Counterculture's Quick Coat. That's going to help the resin repel away from your vinyl or your cup. I always wash my cup and spray it down with 91% alcohol before going in with another layer of resin. This cup actually took 3 coats of resin to completely seal everything in. After I'm done applying my resin, I use my Counterculture torch to pop any bubbles that might be coming up on the surface. Let that fully cure, and then we're done. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial and that it was helpful to you in some way. If you did enjoy it, then please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, then please go ahead and do so now. Also, do not forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever we upload a brand new video. All details in this video will be listed in the description down below. And consider getting social with me by checking out all of the links to my social media in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.